everyone, my name is Sharon Graff and I am the owner of The Modern Skein, which is a yarn shop in Montgomery County, Montgomery, Texas, also in Montgomery County. And I have started this podcast, this is episode number 5, to basically show you updates in the shop and what's on my needles, trends, new patterns, etc. that I enjoy and hope my customers will enjoy as well. You may notice I don't have the wool wall behind me. Today, Josh and I, my husband, are in Galveston for a quick little weekend pre-birthday getaway since I'll be running the shop on my birthday. And just a little July 4th beach fun getaway. So it's been nice just to kind of relax and work on knitting while we're down here at the beach. We're getting ready to do a movie marathon or a TV show episode marathon of some sort after I finish this podcast. So I'll get a lot of knitting done then, hopefully, unless I fall asleep. So just want to go over some knitting. I don't have any finished objects yet. I'm hoping to finish at least one while we're down here. I have not managed to get anything done yet, but as you all know, and I'm sure are tired of seeing if you've watched any of the past episodes, I'm still working on the St. Laurent wrap. So this is a seemingly endless wrap done in Forbidden Fiber Company Proverbs base. And this is, I think she calls it sunflower. I've been calling it butter, but I think technically it's sunflower. We do have this available on the website along with, I believe, 6 other colors. Or maybe 5 other colors, 6 colors in total. But it's a wonderful 60-40 organic cotton and organic linen blend. So perfect for summer knitting. As with any of your plant-based fibers, it is stiff. So just be mindful of that. If you have any sort of arthritis or get fatigue in the hands, it can be tough to work with for extended periods of time. Not that it's hard to work with, but you just need to take some breaks with it and swap out for maybe some wool knitting or something that's a little less tight and tension filled. But the pattern itself is very easy. It's a free pattern available on Ravelry from Espat Tricot, and the pattern name again is St. Laurent. I'm almost done. It's kind of a end it when you're ready to end it pattern, and I'm wanting to get through this last little bit of yarn. When I wound it up, the cake was pretty big, so I actually don't have that much left in here, and you end with like a 2 or 3 inch garter section. So I'll be switching from this pattern shortly into the garter section and be done with it. So hopefully I get that finished tomorrow or tonight. That'd be great. So that's one project. And again, I do hope you guys can hear me. I apologize if the volume is a little bit low. I forgot to bring my microphone down. And so normally I would go ahead and just film tomorrow because we're actually driving back up tomorrow morning bright and early. But I will be taking care of my nieces, 2 of my 5 nieces for the day. Their mom and dad are on a little vacation, or getting back, I guess, and so I have volunteered to help my mother-in-law out and take the girls for the day. So I can't film a podcast with an 8-year-old and almost, I think, 2.5-year-old. Yeah, we're going to be busy. I think we're going to go get popsicles, and if it's not raining, play in the park. And if it is raining, I'll probably be using Netflix. Yeah. You know. Anyway. What else do I have? So, down here, I brought just a couple projects. Basically, my whips that I have that I want to get done as quickly as possible. I did go ahead and bring that test knit that I've been working on. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. Obviously, it is a test knit, and it's to be kept under wraps, but I can show you a small portion so you can see how the yarn is working up. This is just the edge here. But this is Red Stag Fiber. Oh, and I just spotted a little boo-boo. Anyway, this is Red Stag Fiber. The colors are Cobblestone and Gilded. And the colors are actually very true right now with this lighting. So this is a true mustard color and a true gray with just a hint of a blue undertone, but barely. Red Stag Fiber is the company that my husband has started and dyes yarn for, and it's available in our shop online as well. So if you're interested in any Red Stag Fiber, it is available from themodernskein.com or of course in the shop during the shop hours. The other thing I had on this project, because we did a trunk show on Saturday, is I had on my edge of my needles these fun stoppers. So these are stitch stoppers from Coco Knits, and they come with different sized punch holes in the middle to fit over your needles securely. So I had no problem having this laying out on the table for people to touch and feel and see the way that his yarn works up, but without worrying about losing my needles, which was great. So we do sell those in the shop. They are available both in store and online, and it's $12 for a pack of 24 pieces. You get 4 smart stoppers with 6 different sizes. So it's a great deal. It's only 12 bucks. So I actually have not worked any since the trunk show on the test knit, but I will be working on that again probably next week or this weekend sometime. Sorry if I'm squinting. The sun is really bright right now and there's like not a cloud in the sky out there, so it's great lighting for this podcast and for the yarn, but it's a little bright and I'm not going to wear my sunglasses inside. We walked around, we're in Galveston Island, and so they have a historic district down here, and we spent the morning walking around and got some Chick-fil-A for lunch, which was delicious, and then some homemade ice cream from a little ice cream shop that was so cute. So, but anyway, that's not yarn. There are no yarn shops on Galveston Island, FYI. So sad. But there is a great yarn shop if you ever come down here and are in need of a yarn shop. Closest one is Park Avenue Yarn in League City, which is not too far of a drive, probably about 30 minutes, I would say. Maybe about 30 minutes. Anyway, great store. If you're ever down this side of Houston and are looking for a yarn shop, go pop in. Okay, the other project I also have brought down, and I've made good progress on, but I have not actually worked on it this weekend, is my Hayward. You can see here. I just love the color. This is Malabrigo Machita held together with a strand of mohair. And as you can see here from this side, so this is where I split for the sleeves, and then this is the front raglan shaping. And so I'm almost done. I have probably another, I think 5 decreases and then 3 rows and bind off for the neck. So it's a deep raglan shape on the Hayward. So this will be the front, or the front I think, and then the other side, the back. But that'll be nice. Hopefully I can get that. In fact, I'll probably work on that in a little bit just so I can get that side bound off and finished. So I feel like I've accomplished something this weekend. The other thing I have worked on this week, there's nothing else there, is actually a new project. I said I wasn't going to do a new project, but Josh has a cousin that is having a baby shower later this month, and she really appreciates hand knit or handmade items of any sort, whether they're sewn, etc. And so I know she'll really appreciate a handmade baby sweater. And since they live up in upstate New York right now, they'll get a lot of use out of a baby sweater. So this is the start. Isn't this so cute? Of a little baby sweater. So the pattern, pull it up on my phone, is a free pattern on Ravelry, and it's called French Macaroon. And so it's written for to be made in two pieces and seamed together. I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want a seam up at the top, so I basically have done a more seamless construction, top and bottom, and all I will have to seam is the underarm and the side. And I just worked for this little back, and I think I'm going to do little ties for the back. I may do a little button, just depends on the button I can find. But I'm almost done, so this project, you can see I'm almost done. I've only got about half of this cream color left to go. So that'll be done, and then I'll seam it up. So I will have that completed. Of course, it's not one of my projects that I had completed already, but anyway, sometimes you just have to cast on something new. That's it for projects that I brought with me, but I do want to just show you a few patterns that are in my queue on Ravelry, and just things that I think I'll be casting on once I've cleared out my existing whips shortly. And this one here actually is something that, yes, I will be casting on, but we're also looking to do a class for this pattern in August or September. This is called Cardamom Coffee, and it's a hat by Caitlin Hunter. And it's just a fun introduction into a colorwork hat with just a small amount of colorwork, but it gives you a big pop in as far as the look of it. And most likely, if we do this as a class, I will offer kits, because your main color you need pretty much a whole skein, but your other two colors you don't need that much, and so I would weigh out and portion out just the amount that you would need in a couple different colors. So if we do that as a class, it will be listed on the website and of course in the email, so stay tuned for that. If you're looking for a project for this linen, but you don't necessarily want to do a St. Laurent wrap, this pattern by Amba O'Brien, and I of course took the picture to where you can't read the name of it, but I know it is by Amba O'Brien. If you just look up Amba O'Brien, you should be able to find it. It's actually fairly high in what's hot right now, but it's a perfect pattern for linen, and it is symmetrical for those of you that prefer symmetrical scarves or wraps. It is completely symmetrical, and it'd be great in linen, but it also would be great in any wool or any fiber. Another one that I'm looking to cast on for the fall is Isabel Kramer. You might not be able to see this one. It's kind of so it's Isabel Kramer's The Kyler Wrap, and it's a nice little lace panel, or actually a big lace panel, and then some straight stockinette, I believe, on the side, and that will be something that I want to cast on for the fall. Of course, if you've been in the shop, you've seen this pattern lying around on the winding table because I want to cast this on. This is Caitlin Hunter's Aura Shawl. And so I think I've got the yarn picked out for it. I'll be using Purl and Ply. I believe the colorways are Secret Garden. No, that's the green that I picked out. And I think it's either Walk on the Beach. I think it's Walk on the Beach that I picked for the peachy color. But anyway. The next sweater that I'm thinking I want to cast on is actually a pattern by Andrea Mowry. It's called Wool and Honey. Maybe hard to see on this picture, but it has these, I'm assuming, slipped stitch, almost cable-like detailing around the border in hexagon shapes. It's very, very pretty. I have no idea what yarn I would do it in. And it may not be a shop sample, because actually I have to look up the weight, but if it's worsted weight, I have all that ranch by Brooklyn tweed that I picked up when we went to Salt Lake that would be beautiful in. I can always bring it in as a shop sample, but we obviously don't carry that wool because it's no longer made. And we don't carry Brooklyn tweed. But another shawl that is going to be a fall winter shawl is Vertices Unite. It's a Stephen West pattern. Now you'll notice the picture that I'm holding up here is not one of his original pictures for the pattern. His designs are usually done very bold in bright colors, and that's not really me. I'm more like this pattern, which is more monochromatic grays, whites. I also like navy. And I'm not exactly sure whose picture that is on Ravelry. I forgot to save the name. But if I do a Vertices Unite, it will be done very much monochromatically, or even one color. The Espoir Tricot, I believe Lisa did her Vertices Unite every panel in the same color, and then just did an I-cord edge in a different color, and it turned out really nice. I may do that as well. It just has a very unique construction because you're doing different angles, and then they all meet together to form kind of a traditional pie-shaped kind of, not pie, wedge, short triangle. I guess I'm on vacation mode because words are, And then another one here is also an Isabel Kramer pattern called Levant. Again, it's probably hard to see on here, but it is a one-colored stockinette, I believe, sweater, except for the bottom, which has a little colorwork panel, which I just think would be, it may even be, yeah, it's actually a little bit of like colorwork lace combination. And I have beach hair, so sorry if you see random. And lastly, in fact, when we were walking around the Strand today, we popped into a hotel just to get into the air conditioning because it is like blazing hot here. And I saw this pattern. It's on sale right now. Do not know if it's ending today or not. If it did end today, which this is not getting published till the, well, no, I should be able to publish it. So this is July 2nd, by the way. It's 15% off. It's a Tanis Fiber Arts pattern, and that is the Camaro sweater. It just has a really nice shape to it. And she does mention this one is knit with 2 inches of positive ease at the bust, and then the other one, which is kind of it's the same pattern, but she's wearing a more cropped length, and it's in a brown base with multicolor. This one's more tonal, and that one she models with 1 inch of negative ease, and so you get two very different looks out of the same pattern. It just depends on if you build it for you with negative ease or with positive ease. And again, that's the Camaro sweater by Tanis Lovely. So I think that pretty much brings me to a close here. Yes, it is. Okay, I just have to say. So it's technically 88 degrees here in Galveston. That's Fahrenheit, so that'd be roughly 31, I think, Celsius. But it feels like 99 or 100. And so that would be in the 40s Celsius. So it's pretty hot. So stay cool. I think I'm going to go make me an iced coffee and hang out on the couch with my knitting. and we're going to watch some movies or TV shows or something. And I will see you guys in the shop. A quick reminder, we will open the shop July 4th. It will be open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So come in, enjoy. You can sit and knit if you'd like. There'll be activities going on downtown with barbecue cook-off, things like that. Whether it rains or shine, the shop will be open, so be sure and stop by, say hi. I will have on the back table in the back a selection of specific red, white, and blue yarns that will be for available with a slight discount. Well, you'll just have to show up because I haven't quite decided which ones are going to be pulled off, but basically it will be yarns that are red, white, and or blue. Not every yarn in the shop, of course, I can't do that, but there will be a selection on the back table, and hopefully you guys will come by and say hi. You can find me on Ravelry at The Modern Skein. That's the shop feed, and my personal is at Mrs_Sharon_Graff, Graff. And of course, we're always open online at themodernskein.com. No www on the website, so it's just https://themodernskein.com. If you need to email us, it's themodernskein@gmail.com. I think that just about covers it. So we'll see you guys next time. And next time you see this podcast, episode 6 will be filmed in front of the wool wall, of course. And we will see you guys soon. Bye. Thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, if you like this video, please do subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And if you don't like it, don't watch. Bye.